All right, let's dive into a new framework for building projects and communities that are actually designed to last. It's called the MapPass system, and it was created to solve a problem that I think we've all seen before. So let's break it down.
So let's kick things off with a big question, one that's probably crossed all of our minds at some point. Why do so many promising projects, businesses, or even communities just fail? It's rarely because of a lack of passion or hard work. The real reason is usually something deeper, something missing right at the core. And the answer, more often than not, is this. They lack structure. Simple as that. Without a solid framework, even the most brilliant ideas can just fall apart. And this is exactly the problem that MapPass is trying to solve, by providing a clear, intentional system for people to build on. So what does this structure actually look like? Well, the entire MapPass system is built on 5 core pillars. If you can get your head around these 5 ideas, you'll understand exactly how this whole thing works. So here they are: identity, capacity, seats, the hand, and the tree. Now, for this explainer, we're really going to zero in on the first 3, identity, capacity, and seats, because they are the absolute foundation. They cover who you are in the system, how you can build, and the special roles for early supporters. The hand and the tree, those are deeper concepts about how groups organize, and we can definitely get into those another time. All right, let's start at square one. The universal entry point for absolutely everyone, your identity. This is the bedrock, what everything else in the MapPass system is built on top of. The MapPass ID, think of it like your digital citizenship inside this whole ecosystem. It's way more than just a login. It's a verified identity that secures your unique spot in the global structure. This is the one essential first step for anyone who wants to join. And that first step? It's super simple and the same for everyone. One person or one organization gets one MapPass ID. It's a one-time thing and it costs $24. This makes sure there's a level playing field where everybody starts their journey from the exact same line. Now, once you've got your identity, your citizenship, a really unique opportunity opens up. This is totally optional, but it's a huge part of the system and completely different from just being a member. We're talking about the role of a founder. A founder isn't just someone who got in early. It's a very specific title for a limited number of people who choose to take on a foundational role. They do this by holding something called a seat, which helps lock in the system's long-term value. This slide right here just lays it all out perfectly, and the analogy is great. Think of it this way. Your MapPass ID is your citizenship. It's the requirement for everyone to even have a place in the system. But a founder's seat, that's like holding an office. It's an optional role that comes with a responsibility of helping to shape the future. And this quote just nails it. Everyone may enter the city, only some choose to govern it. See? The system is open to everybody, but that role of stewardship, of helping build the very foundation, that's a deliberate choice. So you might be thinking, okay, I'm interested in that choice. How does it actually work? Let's break down the mechanics of becoming a founder, because it's really all about stewardship, not about sales. To become a founder, you take this one-time action. It's called activating builder capacity, and it also costs $24. This is that separate, optional step that takes you from the role of a citizen to the role of a founder. And when you activate this capacity, you're basically taking on stewardship over a set of seats. And there are a few different options depending on your scale. You've got the circle with 5 seats, perfect for individuals or maybe a family. Then there's the council with 10 seats, really designed for community leaders. And finally, the assembly with 25 seats for the bigger institutions, the real visionaries. And listen, this is probably the most important thing to understand about being a founder. When you hold these seats, nobody is asking you to go out and sell them. You're being offered stewardship, the responsibility to just hold that space for future growth. It's all about preparing the ground, not forcing the seed to grow. Okay, this brings up a super important question. What about everybody else? The people who aren't founders? Well, the system is built so that the founder role is 100% optional. Let's look at how every single member can jump in and get value. So even if you never, ever decide to become a founder, just having that MapPass ID gives you full access to the ecosystem. You can join the community, you can form your own groups, you can earn commissions, and you can contribute real, meaningful work. The heart of the system is open to every single member. The system is also built to be accessible to everyone everywhere. In places where, let's be honest, $24 is a significant barrier, there's another way in. Members can get these things called keys for $2.40 each. Once you collect 10 of them, you can trade them in for a full MapPass ID. It's just a different road to the exact same destination, making sure nobody gets left out.
So, when you step back and look at the whole picture, what's the big idea here? Why is it all structured this way? Well, it really all comes down to one simple goal: building something that's meant to last. And this one line just says it all. MapPass isn't about recruiting faster. It's about building something worth belonging to. The whole focus is on stability and real value, not just breakneck speed. It's about creating a community people actually want to be a part of. And so, at the end of the day, the choice comes back to you. The system has a clear path for both engaged citizens and for foundational leaders. Neither one is better than the other, it's just about what fits your vision. So the only real question left is, what role will you choose to play?